Hello, my YouTube friends. I wanted to give a quick little introduction and talk a little bit about why I am so passionate about making these YouTube videos and working hard to get this out to the world. So yes, of course, I would love for people to see my art. I would love for people to buy my art, but my biggest objective, my passion is helping people through being creative because it saved my life, and I want the same for others. I learned through YouTube videos with Lori Marie Jenkins and Louise Fletcher. Lori Marie Jenkins still has some YouTube videos. She has actually all her past videos still up of her altered books and things that she made in mixed media. She does more cooking and things now. You know, as artists are always kind of switching things up and moving forward in different ways. But she taught me through those altered book videos. I'll get more into that in 1 minute. And then Louise Fletcher, she has a podcast called Art Juice with Alice Sheridan, I think. I'm really bad with names. But Louise Fletcher also has YouTube videos as well. And she helped me learn my love for abstract art. And yeah, I just love both of them because they both changed my life. And that's really where I'm at. That's what I want to do for others, because I feel like the more people doing these things, the more people can be reached, and the more lives we can change through teaching people how to have a voice through being creative and having a creative outlet. A lot of people can't afford therapy. I didn't have therapy for many, many years. I eventually was blessed to be able to have it. And but I would say that art was my therapy and still is my therapy, more than even I would say going to therapy. It's just me, is honest, because art gave me a voice. Trigger warning, I'm sorry, this is about abuse. I won't get too detailed, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a warning. But I've had decades of abuse in my life, pretty much my entire life. Even in my childhood, I had some abuse. Sexual abuse as a child and domestic abuse as I've been older for decades. And I'm autistic and I have ADHD, which kind of lended itself to not really being able to communicate the things that I needed and not being able to stick up for myself in the ways that most people probably would, because I would shut down and just disassociate during things that were hard, and still do. But I've learned through art and through being creative that I have a voice. It changed my life. It saved my life. I have more boundaries now. I know that I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy. I'm a creative person. I'm a human being. And art opened up these things in my mind. It really did. I think listening to other artists helped as well. And just seeing that we are all very intricate, very valid, very beautiful creatures that were created by God. And we are meant to be creative. And that's just what I believe. And I think being creative gives you that outlet. It's like it just comes out of you. You can't help it. And when you're doing that, you are like adding fuel to something that is being birthed and just put into the world for others. And you're also just emptying yourself of all these things that you needed to say, and it just comes out. And a lot of times you don't even realize what you're saying or what you needed to say. And just letting go of things in your art, it's transforming. And so I want to be able to do that for others. Like I have been given that gift through those two beautiful women, Louise Fletcher and Alice, and Louise Fletcher, Alice Sheridan too. She's in the podcast, and Lori Marie Jenkins. And I don't know if I know how, but I will try to link them below, their YouTube channels. But I just love them. So I will be creating today. I just wanted to give that little intro. It's probably a lot. But also a reminder, I'm here for inspiration, and I would say I'm an artist. I think everybody can, create, but I'm really bad. Like I'll forget what things are called, and I'll stumble over my words. So I'm here for inspiration. I want to share this gift of creativity with the world. I want others to find forms of creativity that fits them, like I did through seeing someone else do what I'm doing. And so that's what I'm here for. So I made these cards. This is black gesso on this side, and these are large playing cards that I am altering. See, I have quite a few that I will be working on, and this is one that I have finished. It says New Beginnings, keep moving in the direction of your dreams. That's what I'm doing, and I think this turned out so beautiful. I don't know if you can really see it in the camera, but those are alcohol inks, and they just turned out so gorgeous. And I used Bibliophilia sticker book, the antiquarian book. Stickers is right, it's right under my phone. You can't see it. So I'm going to be using those a lot. I'll be using magazines. I'm going to be putting quotes on them. I'm going to be collaging them, and they will go inside my altered books for a little bit more fun, a little bit more goodies. You know, one of my favorite things that people say to me, one of the best compliments about all my artwork, but the books in general, because it's more specific to that people will tell me that they could just go through it for hours. They just want to go through it, and they want to feel it, they want to touch it, they want to explore it. That is my favorite thing that people tell me. You know, I am a messy artist. I mess up too all the time. I'm messy because I'm throwing stuff around. I break books, I tear paper, I get paint everywhere, I get glue everywhere. Yes, so I'm messy, but I'm also a mess. So I'll make a mess and screw up the art. So you will see sometimes I'll make mistakes, and I'll try to edit some of it, but I'm very real. I'm making these mistakes, and it's just part of the process. Actually, making these mistakes teaches you that it's like an experiment all the time. That's enough rambling for me. I'm done with that. So enjoy the video. Here's what we'll be creating today. I will be making these large playing cards I'll be altering them to go into my altered book journals. Hope you enjoy following along. I obviously need to clean out my little water bucket there and clean my paintbrushes. Anyway, I'm adding the white gesso to the back of the playing card now. That's what that is, the white gesso. Kind of squishing the paintbrush down over and over and adding more gesso to create some texture on the back there. I'm adding some of the Pinata alcohol inks here. You'll see me add several colors. the Mod Podge to protect the alcohol inks that I've put on there. Here I'm outlining the sticker with my paint pen so that it'll pop. You can see it with all, with all those inks and everything going on. I want you to be able to see that sticker and have it stand out. So I'm going around it with a black paint pen. I usually add Mod Podge to the back of these stickers. They just don't stick the best, so I like to reinforce it with some Mod Podge. Here I'm adding some words with my white paint pen, and I will go in and do the same with, I think I'll put some orange down, and you will see me put some words down with the black paint pen. While I was creating this one, I had on my playlist and I kind of let it take over. So I'm getting into my music. I'm dancing and singing, and you'll see that throughout this card that I'm making. This was actually the woman that I mentioned, Louise Fletcher. She does like class, a free class. I think it's called Find Your Joy or something like that. And it's a free, like a taster's class or whatever. You get a sample of what she teaches. And she had us put down some type of like masking tape and then make like an abstract art, or I forget exactly, but I put down paint with the with the tape around it, and then took off the tape, and it created those different those squares with different sections with the paint. It made like an abstract design there. Using that sponge for texture, texture, texture. I grabbed some of the sandpaper and I wanted to scrape off a little bit of that gesso. I wanted to scrape into some of those elements from the playing card, so like the hearts and the numbers and stuff, and see what effects I could get with that. using the card to apply some gold metallic paint there. I hope you enjoyed watching me alter these large playing cards for my altered book journals, and I hope you will join me next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I would appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Love you guys.